In the rain. In the rain. Mm. And then we'll be singing too, just that you know. Yeah. Dancing and singing in the rain.
I am going to be coming next year, but it's going to be for like 4 days.
Oh, yes, those 4 days, my dear. In New York.
Mm.
Yes, yes.
Mm.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Mm. I'm making sure that I'm on the list. You know what I'm saying?
Just because I'm going to Lanzarote in December, January I'm going to Tenerife. So then 4 days New York will be manageable because I've got 2 other holidays before that. So yeah, 4 days is doable.
Awesome. You can do a lot in 4 days, trust me.
I know I went to Malta for 3 days and I did loads.
Absolute. Yeah, for sure. Hey? Lots of fun. I'm excited.
It was my friend's 30th in January, so I'm going to get her a surprise holiday to Tenerife.
Oh, so beautiful. Oh, the best.
If you do last minute, like you can do last minute holidays, and it's like a week before, you get them really cheap. I'm just going to book one, going to say to her, pack your suitcase, we'll pack the suitcase. I'm going to go on last minute holidays. Oh, that one's in 2 days, book it.
Oh my God, yeah.
Really spontaneous.
Oh, and it's going to be a surprise?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Oh, he's going to love that.
I'm just going to say to her, pack your suitcase ready.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's the best. And the 30th, you know, it's a big, it's a good number. It's a nice number to, you know, want to celebrate that for sure. Because going into the you're leaving your 20s, as they say. But you know, the new they got a whole new numbers of everything. The new 60s, the new 40, and the 40s, the new 20, and you know, you can reverse it if you want to. You know, you can reverse it. There's only a number. It's just a number. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, just a number.
Good morning, Pascal.
Morning, Ernst.
Morning,
everyone.
Pascal.
Morning, Pascal.
How are we doing?
Doing well, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Oh, fantastic.
It's been really quiet this morning, just so you know.
Oh.
You
Feels
came in
familiar.
perfect. Yeah, you came in you came in perfect timing, Pascal.
Yeah.
Mm.
I believe I always come in the right time.
Absolutely. I agree. You don't need to even finish your sentence. I give it a period, full stop. Thanks. How's the little man doing?
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
He's doing so well.
Oh. Mm.
I'm not surprised having a daddy like you.
Amen to that. I'm hearing that one, Ian. Yes. Oh, so precious.
Hello, Pascal. I'm Chi.
Sorry?
There's a new, Hans has bought a friend called Chi. He's introducing himself to you, Chi.
Oh, hi, Chi.
Hi,
Yeah.
Pascal. I heard so much about you from Heinz. Yeah.
Man, you guys talk the same.
Well, let's not be surprised. Let's not be surprised now. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like, hello, let's just pop all the balloons right now because it's the obvious, right? It's so the obvious.
Oh my God.
It's so nice to be here.
Yeah.
That's great.
I've been tired lately, you know, but this really, yeah, I feel energized now. I feel calm and not that tired anymore. I don't know what is happening here. It's so great, so awesome energy here.
Nice.
So grateful to be here. Yeah.
Yeah, welcome.
And
Welcome.
Yeah. Nice to see you.
Yeah, I can only hear you, but I can just imagine.
Yeah. Me and Heinz, we known each other for 30 years.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. Grateful for having a friend like him.
And I feel like I know Ernst for a long, long time, but I only met him.
Souls recognize
Yeah.
each other. Your soul recognizes
Yeah.
his soul.
Yeah.
So good to be here.
Yeah, that's great.
I think it's it's totally great. But what Ian said that I just wanted to come back to you, Ian, when you said the soul, because I met a friend. She knows about the group. It was nice because it's Carol. Yeah, I won't say her name yet because it's something that I'm just keeping to myself. But I met her maybe about a month ago. It's about maybe more than a month. I met her, yeah. And it was instant. It was instant. Like, it was so instant that we actually said, we're going to be friends, right? I said, absolutely, we're friends. And then when I heard what was beautiful, what Chai was saying that, yeah, it was you with friends and then you move on. And that's the beauty of friendship. You don't have to be joined by the hip. But when you are, it's a wonderful growth of experience because you get to experience all of yourself to everything that you're doing. And that person is just allowing you to do that. and then you go, wow, it's just pure bliss. And that's what I feel with her. It's absolutely pure bliss with her.
Right.
It's absolutely, there's effortless, there's no work, there's no nothing than just effortless and flow with ease.
Right on point.
And and a beautiful understanding. So she says, Nikki, I'm hungry. I go, okay, we're going to eat now. Let's go. Oh, no, we don't have, no, we're going to eat. She needs to eat. She hasn't, because we work and blah, blah, blah. And now she's becoming a business partner. How do you like that? Just like that. Just like that.
Wow. Beautiful.
So now she's my business. She's in my business. Boom. Goes just like that. So you never know when you meet somebody, the influence that you can do in their lives, but not only in their lives, but for your life, because it adds on to your life. Good friends
Absolutely.
add on to your life. They add on to your health.
Exactly.
And that's a lot
Wow.
for living. Yeah, that's real living. Mm.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, I'm
So we're-
curious, like what make you show up this morning, or like for you guys this afternoon?
Heinz been talking about this since he joined, and yeah, it's been a long journey for me to get here, because like I told the other, I come from Vietnam, and I was born in the height of Vietnam War, and seeing all this, having all this trauma, I never really had my own voice, but now it's the time for just stepping up and doing something with my story. This will help me to break out of my comfort zone, and then grow and learn and interact. I heard Heinz speak so much highly about this meeting. So I just want to join, and so I get rid of all this trauma and once and for all, and then be of service.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, some form. Yeah.
Move from healing to service. That's
Yes,
nice.
exactly. Yes. From survival to thrive. To be of service. This is my main goal. To share my story.
Beautiful.
Because it hasn't been easy when you. I lost everything at a very early age. I lost my father before I learned to walk. So when you lost your provider and then your protector in the early age, and exposed to all this brutality of war, and this has been but I learned very early because I lost my family, and then the whole humanity becomes my family. That's what kept me survive. How you say?
That's what makes you stronger too.
Yeah, but I didn't see that before, because for a long time it was why me, why am I with my dad, why my family, and all that. But when I learned to see the big picture, I see that it's we, it's not me. What they are doing against one is that they're doing this against us all. It's, when when one suffer, we all suffer. So we all in the same boat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, when you're hurting someone, you're hurting yourself.
exactly.
We don't really see it that way, in the
Mhm.
physical form, but in the higher realm, that's what's happening.
Exactly. So it made me feel for when I see other people hurt, baby crying, right? It hurts me. I was obsessed with war documentary when I grew up because I want to know all about war. So I was some kind of a weird child, and interesting because I want to know why, who, and what. And but soon I learned that it's against us all, and it's the continuing. So yeah, but I'm just about to break out of my comfort zone and then telling my story. So
Yeah, I feel like once you've fully healed it, you'll be a voice for others who can't speak,
mhm.
and you'll be able to help others who have gone through the same because you've been through it.
So if I can help anybody with my story, I don't want more than that. And man, this is awesome. Really is. Yeah.
I
Now I know
can
why.
sort of relate to you. Mine's a
Yeah.
different story, but it's similar at the same time. So I can sort of relate to you, what you're saying.
Uh-huh.
Mine's not about
Yeah.
war. Mine's different, but I want to use my
Hmm.
voice to help others as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We all in the same boat, and we all have a journey, and then sometimes we can relate to each other. And it's hard to be left alone in this world, this crazy world. But luckily today I'm married and have my own family, and I never thought I would have that when I was a child, when I was left alone in the battlefield. I was left there to die, but somehow I survived because I learned very early to stick to the survival mode because I didn't have anybody else. It was all survive, and not think about what's right or wrong. And I'm a survivor. I'm still here. I'm here to tell my story, to help, to be of service. This is my main goal.
Are you planning to write a book or?
Yeah, it just came recently because I'm in. I joined an online course back in March, something called autonomy, and yes, with the help
Oh,
of
I heard
some of
about
the
that.
yeah. I'm a season 9, and we're about to season 10 starts in end of September, and we've been talking about in some way somehow telling my story on a stage or write a book. I don't know, but it's still in an idea. So because I can see that by telling my story, I help a lot in my fellow students too, because they've been stuck with their story too, and so it helps them to hear my story. And
Yeah, just put it on a piece of paper. It's releasing, right?
I think things are happening now. It's time to tell the truth. And
Right.
yeah.
Well, I'm so glad that you're here.
I'm glad to be here, and I'm so grateful for this.
that you choose us to continue your journey.
Mhm. But my journey is similar to Heinz's journey too. But although it's not, he went through something when he was a child too. Although it's not war, but I know his story, and that's why we talk on a daily basis, and we help each other. And now I'm here, and I'm glad for that.
Well, we're very privileged to have your resonance here.
Thank you. Feeling so humble being here. So grateful. Much love to all. Man, this almost make me cry.
Yeah, it's important to know that you can share anything you want. It's an open platform. There's no judgment. I mean, people will question you, right?
No problem. Yeah.
But yeah, it's good to find a group like that.
Exactly.
Or
Yeah.
any group that resonate with you, right? So
yeah, good listener and like-minded and not judgmental, and it's that is
always
how the
stay
world
open.
should be. But yeah, we're divided in all. So it's hard to find like-minded in the outer world.
We're all
It's great to
helping
have.
each other find our way home.
I think it was much harder, but now that people are opening up more and more, that's been my experience anyway. That you
Right.
know, like people have been hiding their story a lot.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah,
now
good.
they're like, okay, well, I'm at this point, and what am I hiding?
Right. Yeah. Well, what is that to be afraid of? I went through hell and I came back and I survived. Nothing
And now
can
you're
be
thriving.
wasn't that.
Yeah. And what's the payoff of hiding my story?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that now. But when you're trapped in fear mode, in trauma and all that, you can see the light for all this. But once you got back to the surface, it's you don't want to get back to this dark hole. That is what fears, pulls you down. Now I only feel love for humanity.
Yeah, it's like being on the spin bike. You spin, but like nothing changed in front of you. Always the same image.
Yeah.
Ken, Chi, are you part of the Facebook group?
No, what's it? So you have a Facebook group too?
Yeah, there's just a video on Gaia. I can share videos for 24 hours, but there's a video I'd like you to watch, and I think it will help you. I'll send it on the Facebook group and give it a watch, but you've only got 24 hours to watch it once I send it. But yeah, I'll post it on the group if you join.
What's the name of it, Ian?
Oh, what's it called? It's a lady where she's in war, and she goes into a heart and she forgives everyone. It's really moving.
Okay.
I'll find it now. I watched it the other day and it was I think it's called The Power of the Heart.
Oh, yeah.
Can you say that again?
The Power of the Heart. And there's a lady where it goes into a story, and there's a lady that was in war and she was locked in a bathroom for 3 months. Yeah, no, The Power of the Heart is called, and how she overcame it and how she forgave them. And yeah, I just think watching it might help you if you watch it.
So it's called The
called
Power of the Heart.
Yeah, The
Okay,
Power
I
of the
will.
Heart.
Great.
Mm.
Let's just write it down.
Hey, what
You
do
know,
we
Chai,
need? What
can
do we
I
need
just-
to be on that that heart center? So it's just the email, or I can't quite remember. Well, I'll have to ask be Joe, because he's the admin, right? So we could add you both on the messenger.
yes.
Yeah, it's just the email.
I don't know what it is, but Joe's the one that can add them.
Okay. Okay.
You wanna run that, Pascal? Just hold that with Joe. Are you good with that?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'll take care of it. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, Nikki. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's no worries. I was just adding on to Chai because I think it's beautiful. I see you as love. And your name actually, Chai, means your life force,
Mm-hmm.
the energy that flows.
It's
Chai,
pronounced chi.
Chi. Okay, so Chi. So
Like
CHI,
in
right?
Tai Chi, and like, yeah.
Okay, Chi. CHI, right? So it's spelled
Yeah.
CHI. Is that correct? So it's Chi. Thank you. I
Correct.
appreciate it.
Correct.
Beautiful. So let's begin again. Chi is your life force, the energy that flows through you and through everything.
Exactly.
Thank you, Chi, for being that
Yeah,
to all of
whole
us
name
this morning.
Yeah.
You are very
My whole name.
appreciated.
Okay.
Are you hearing that, right? Do you hear that?
Vietnamese
Or
name,
you seem
sorry?
to, do you hear what's said?
He's trying to say something, Nikki.
Yeah, I know, but I just needed to know that it wasn't like responded. Like there's a lot of echo in my side, so I don't know if it's echoing your side. So it's just the sound. It's sounding like it's echoing.
Yeah,
That's why I'm asking.
Walking through my house. Yeah, I'm hearing you. You're right. Yeah. But then in Vietnam, the name, you have to
Chi.
The surname and the whole name must, it's a meaning. When you take a part of it out, it means something else. So my whole name means the rock of wisdom. But Chai means Chi. Chi means soul.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Vietnamese, yeah. But if you take it in Chinese, Chi, it means something else. It's like energy, life force, life energy, and
Oh, nice, interesting. Oh, that's very interesting. Thank you for that. Yeah. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome.
I don't know, but that's what my dad used to call me. But yeah,
your dad used to call you Chi.
Yeah, he gave me my name. Yeah, Chi. But it's not. The whole name. The whole name
because
means something.
It's Chinese medicine. Do you know that?
Yes, in Chinese, yes.
Yeah, it's Chinese medicine, Chi. Wow.
So it's much up nowadays. This word Chi.
Share with what else? What else did you say? There's more to that.
No, it's when you break it up, it gives different meaning. Yeah. So, but the whole names mean rock of wisdom. But Chi is just a part of the name. It's just a part of the
rock of wisdom.
Yeah.
Rock of wisdom.
Because my surname is Rock.
Wow. Wow.
You came
How
from the
profound.
French when the French they had Vietnam as a colony. They because I'm a part of indigenous people in Vietnam. So it's in
Yeah.
order for them to how to keep track of the people, and they gave them different names. And like one people we have more than 48 different indigenous people in Vietnam. So one they will give the name of the birds, and one will give forest, and the next rock, and so on and so forth. And so beside the Vietnamese people, there are hill tribe and forest tribe, and many different tribes. But I'm a Vietnamese Cambodian. So I'm a Cambodian tribe in Vietnam. So that's why my name is the Rock. It's come from the French.
Oh, I like you more.
Let's go.
Did you say French? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
the French. Vietnam were 1,000 years under the Chinese, and then 100 years under French, and then came the Americans. And so, but it's the people of survivors, through many hardship and colonizers, and yeah. So yeah, I like it too.
I'll go now, guys. Thank you for beautiful afternoon, and I'll share that video with you on the Facebook group.
Ian, I'm going to
Ian.
join you. I'm going to join you, Ian. Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Nice to meet you,
Nikki.
Chai.
Guys,
Much love.
Right.
Stay in the love. Bye.
So, gee, as you were talking, what I was thinking about was that Heinz had brought you, and
Yeah.
Joe had brought Heinz. And it just reminded me again how we sometimes just need one person.
Right.
And if we have the mindset and the attitude, which both depend on the heart,
Right.
and then how the heart expands everything, because its resonance is so wide.
Yep.
And how we
Yeah,
each reflect something of each other. And then that reflection grows.
I don't know what happened. I'm shaking inside. To be in this group, and something is coming to service now. And yeah.
Mm. So thank you, Heinz,
Wow.
for bringing Chi.
You're welcome. It was Pascal who brought me, not Joe.
Oh, was it Pascal? Sorry, Pascal.
oh, no worries. All good. It doesn't matter who brought who,
It doesn't. But still.
But just to understand that Heinz and I were in the self-mastery course of RJ,
Oh, how wonderful.
and that's how I met him.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah. That's how it works,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like, same thing with the magnetic mind, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
how it brought us together,
That's right.
right? Like,
Yep.
you might say, oh, well, the course wasn't that valuable or whatever, but that might be your opinion. But like,
Exactly.
really, at the end of the day, like, yeah, we're in this group every day. I mean, co-creating together from nothing and everything.
And if you think about it, Chris was telling his story and sharing that. RJ was telling his story and sharing the wisdom from that.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's how you bring
beautiful.
people, right? Like you tell your story and then it resonate with someone and then you're like, oh, yeah, I want to be in this group.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know more about you. Right. And that's how it started with me and RJ, right? Like I hear his story because I relate to his back issue. And I was like, oh, like he completely unparalyzed himself. Like, I want to hear more.
Mm.
Same as Chi. Like, you know, I don't know much about war, but I'd like to hear more. Right.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Well,
It
maybe I
wasn't.
do. Maybe I do, but it's not in my consciousness right now. Right.
It was. It was brutal, man. It was, so many innocent lives
Mm.
Yeah.
for the sake of what? Yeah, so,
Exactly.
my father was a school teacher. He was an
Mm.
innocent man. He was. He 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 wanted to. One of his friends had bought a motorbike, and he was bragging about it. And then my father said, "Hey, he want a better one, and he want to borrow the money from his father." He didn't. So he was mad at his father, you know, and so him and some friends they want to go and collect some rubber and then sell it. So yeah. So they went, him and three friends, out to collect, but in an area where there was some movement of the enemy. And then, yeah, we were told not to go out there, but he went anyway because he was mad at his father. So on the way back, they got to a clearing, and then a helicopter and Huey, American helicopter, came. They were doing some recon, and then spotting them at the clearing. They were civilians. They had nothing. They were on bikes and on mopeds, and they're signaling to the helicopter that, hey, we are civilians. We don't bear any arms or something. And then the helicopter was told from the base that there was some civilians out there, but they as soon as they saw the shot at them right away, and then three of his friends were killed right away. But my father, he survived. He got wounded. He got hit in the stomach, and all his intestine was coming out. But he survived for hours. And then the helicopter flew back to the base. And when it came back some hours later and saw him still lying there and not dead, they shot him again and killed him. And he was a school teacher. He was known for being very loving and caring and supporting of his students. He never shouted at them. And in Vietnam, it was allowed for the teacher to beat the kids because the parents, they have this mindset of, they were paying for the kids' education, so they want to, so. But my father never hit his. So he left me. I was almost 2 years old. I have a big sister, and my younger brother was still in my mother's stomach. And soon after that, she left us at my grandparents because she was still young and had to start a new life. So yeah, before I turned 2, I lost my mother and my father, and yeah, and then one early morning, I was about 5 years old. The war came to our town because in our town there was an American base. It's just strategic because it was on the highway from north to south. Yeah, suddenly one morning they start bombing, and yeah, it was where I saw the war for the first time, and it was brutal to see all the planes, bombing constantly, and forces from north and south fighting, with civilian in the middle, and I was left there for myself, and I don't know, it's been quite a journey, to get here, but I survived, through I don't know how. I think I have there's a reason for me to be here now to tell my story.
Yeah.
I saw it through the eyes of an innocent child. Sorry?
And you got a powerful one.
Very relevant to today's world, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not pointing finger. I'm not mad at anybody. Just want to thrive. But thank you for letting me share my story.
Thank you for telling it.
Yeah, it's hard when you're left alone in this crazy world. Yeah. Yeah. And then with a family that is not functioning. It's all crazy stuff. But it somehow it prepared me, for the next step, and I was left alone early, it did prepare me for when I was left alone in the battlefield. I was already used to be alone and accepting things as they come, because I had no protector, not anything. But I learned very early that I have to rely on myself, although I'm just a kid.
That was my question. Now that you have that you survive, and then you have a higher perspective on things, do you feel it was necessary to go through that?
Yeah, we all have to sacrifice, I think, in my opinion, somehow or some way to gain, to level up, or to. But I wish that I had a father, But if I had, I might not be where I am today.
Yeah.
Because I'd be more dependent on. So I learned very early to be independent, and I learned to do the laundry, to cleaning, to cooking for myself very early. Nowadays, the kids, they don't know anything.
No. They know how to be on their phone.
Yeah, exactly. Social media and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives you a completely different perspective on life, right?
I was grateful if somebody gave me a bowl of rice. If not, I don't complain either. I just I was grateful for whatever was handed to me. So yeah. Yes, and but I'm here now. I'm okay now. I have my own family, and I'm a father of 5, and can pass something on to my kids, and
Nice.
I'm grateful for that. I would never have thought that I have my own family. So, to be where I'm at today, I'm very, very. I feel I'm grateful. Nothing else but gratitude.
Mm.
And to be in the group with you guys, man, this is a bonus. So thank you, Heinz.
Welcome. Like you said before, I don't believe there are any winners. There are only losers, and the ones who lose the most are the civilians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's still going on. Yeah, sorry for.
Sorry for what?
I don't know where I'm rambling, and it's. I didn't mean to take all this time. I don't know how it's used to. It's my first time here, so hopefully I'm not breaking any rules.
No, there's no rules.
No.
There's really no rules.
And remember, Chi, when you tell your story, you're speaking for people that have experienced the same life path that you have.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just yours. And so
Right.
it's received in that way because it's something for us all to meet and increase our awareness of. Because it's not just your pain, it's the fact that you are where you are now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And everything that contributed to that.
Mm-hmm.
So much, when you think back.
Yeah, it's been stalking me for decades. By telling it, I can, once and for all, put it on a shelf. And, just leave it there. It's not hurting me anymore like it used to do.
Yeah, I believe it's because there's less attachment to the story.
Mm-hmm.
To ultimately love one.
Now it's all about loving, sharing, caring, serving, and attitude of gratitude and so on. Yeah, I feel like if each time I share my story, I grow.
Yeah. You open up, right?
Yeah. But it took a long time to get there. Yeah, exactly.
When you share your story, the world has a possibility to grow too. Grow more,
Exactly.
see what it is, and learn from it.
Yeah, now it's my responsibility as an adult to speak up. It wasn't possible was a child.
Mm.
Yeah, it came a time that like if you tell your story that you'll be shot,
Mhm.
right? And you
Mhm.
stay quiet.
Yeah.
Or you get told by the authority that, you know, well, if you go see the police or something, you'll be punished.
You're right.
That's why it's such a better time, you would think. I mean, it's sort of say.
Yeah. Wow, I just feel like, yeah, a heavy load has been lifting off my shoulder
Mm.
each time I'm telling.
It's like I've been building this frame for my bicycle, but nobody
Yeah.
ever built the wheels. And now you build the wheels so I can finish my bicycle.
Uh-huh.
So it's like all stories are extremely important.
Exactly. And we all have a story to tell.
Yeah.
And it's all important. So how did you get here, Pascal? You joined RJs?
No, like this group is with Magnetic Mind.
Uh-huh.
So what it started is I become a certified coach, and then I was joining these like weekly call to practice as a coach.
Right.
And
Right.
then I met Allison and I met Jesse. And the wisdom that came out of these two persons, I was just like, oh, I got to be on these calls all the time. And then I joined one more call. And then after that, like Jesse disappeared. You was one of the coach that was leading the practice.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he must be in vacation or something. And then I started looking him up, and he wasn't on the Magnetic Mind community. So I started looking him up on Facebook, and then I asked him what's going on. And then I basically, like, he says, like, you know, he got booed out from Magnetic Mind, and then like he started his own group. And I asked if I can join. And here I am.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Where are you located, Pascal?
I'm in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Great.
You know Canada at all, or?
Yeah, a little. Yeah. It's in
Yeah, so kind of a
coast,
more on the west side.
west.
Yeah.
Born and raised there?
No, like Quebec City. That's why, like,
Okay.
when you talk about French, like, I'm from Quebec.
Mhm.
So French Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure you were talking about like French from France, but
Yeah.
it's all the same.
Yeah, so about when Vietnam was colonized,
Right.
the French. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's the name Pascal. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no chi, there's no life force, there's nothing in there. Pure as it can get.
But you have life force in your voice, in your being.
Yeah.
I can sense that. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's great, man.
Because like I relate a lot, like when you were saying like that maybe like it was hard for you to tell your story and all that. Like I've been shut down like so many times. People didn't understand me, or and I didn't trust my voice either. Right? After so many times that like you get shushed, then you're like, okay, well maybe I should shush, right?
Right, exactly.
And just
yes, exactly. That's how it was for
right?
me too. Yeah, it's I love hearing story. Yeah, so
And that's why like it's
I like
that
when you
brought me
share
here,
your
and
story.
that's yeah, exactly. So a group like this is precious to me.
Me too. We've grown together, man.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Très bien,
Très bien.
très bien.
It's hilarious because my wife, like, she's from Korea, South Korea,
Uh-huh.
and she knows a lot about wars, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she always had an interest for it. And for me, like news, war, all that stuff never really appealed to me,
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, yeah, well, you need to know these things. And I'm like, how is it going to serve me? How is it going to serve me? Like, it's like if I'm a plumber, but I need to learn every other like trades. How is it going to serve me? I'm a plumber, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, now I start to understand, right? Because now you're telling your story. And if I would know about this war, then I'd be like, oh yeah, I could talk a lot more about it. Or maybe you'll be like, well, that's not what happened. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of it, that's what it is, right? Like what we heard about war when you're on the playing field, that's not exactly what happened. Right? Or why they're fighting wars, right?
Yeah,
Right? Like usually it's for resources.
exactly.
And I think it's always for resources. Right?
It is. Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, like you gave me interest of learning more about wars, right?
Yeah, there's always many sides to the story, and the news they color it. They tell only one side, the narrative that the controllers want us to know. They don't want us to know the truth.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, I'm on
all-
board
all-
with
all-
you.
the first victim in all wars are the truth.
Yeah. And know that, yeah, even if you were on the playing field during the war, you didn't have a bird eye view.
No, I saw it exactly.
Right.
I saw it from a frog eye view. Yeah, exactly. I saw it from the ground. Yeah, yeah. I can remember it all clearly. You know, the sound, the noise, the bombing. You know, the smell,
Mhm.
burnt flesh, and you know all that. You know.
Yeah, that's
So yeah,
The consequences of greed.
yeah, exactly. The fighting of resources. Yeah. Yeah, but that's my story. But we all have a journey. We all have our own journey.
yeah, exactly. But eventually, we have to let those garbage bag at the door.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So
we
true.
can't carry them our entire life. It
Yeah.
gets heavy.
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
the more
but
you share it, the more you let go these
mhm,
luggage or these bags. Or
exactly.
so keep sharing your story.
Yeah,
But have no attachment to it.
exactly. Yeah, it's the present. That is, you know, it's what wisdom you can draw from the past. You know. All the other stuff is it's not serving. We have to remind ourselves what is serving us. You know, what thought serves us, and what not. So
Yeah.
just
And we think like it has to be like so grand
mhm,
to serve others.
Yeah.
You know, build a big company or whatever, right?
right.
Well, first of all, serve yourself and you'll serve others.
Yeah, I was, you know, with that background, I was a doormat. You know, I was always pleasing other people. You know, and
Mhm.
it took me long to see. You know, I have to serve myself.
Mm.
It was a giant step to realize that I have to serve myself first.
See, I'd like to ask you,
Yeah.
when you say that you got to realize that you had to serve yourself first, what was it that brought that awareness?
Wow, good question, Alison.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Holy.
absolutely. When you're not serving yourself, you know, it's because you know you're carrying a lot of garbage, you know, and you keep stuck in the past.
Yes.
I can't live in the past no more. It's over. I can't change that. I didn't have a father and a family, and my family was dysfunctional and beaten and punished for anything, everything,
Yeah.
brutally. You know, so many. But I managed to survive, and you know,
I know.
I learned a lot of skills to survive, and I came out of that. You know, I have my own family now, and you have a mindset that's not serving you. You keep in the past, you know, I have to let go of the past to be in the present. You know, I have kids. I have 5 kids. And I have to, I have to be there for them.
Yes, yes.
So I
So it's
always
that
put my kids first.
realization, perhaps, at some point, that there's enough love, and that love actually needs you.
Exactly.
It needs your contribution to grow.
Yeah, because with I grew up with no protection, no love, not anything. I knew what I was missing as a child. So I constantly aware of, you know, what to provide for my kids, to be there for them, and love them, you know, and always putting them first. And yes, when I got my own family, I had to stop thinking of the past because they need me here now. And
that's wonderful.
Mhm.
So I'd like to share something in terms of what I heard with your talking. And it goes right back to when you were a child and you can remember the experience of gratitude for somebody giving you a bowl of rice. And when you spoke to that, my question was, how did you manage as a child to have that vibration of gratitude when you'd experienced so much devastation? That drew my attention.
yeah, sorry, I just my battery was running low, so I had to charge it. Yeah, I'm back. Because I never knew if I had, you know, when my next meal was coming, you know, or not. And so just to have, and growing up in a dysfunction family made me appreciate, you know, when I see people treating me nice, and all that
And
was saying.
yes, so, sorry, go ahead.
No, but I can't think right now. I'm looking for a word. But I saw that, you know, that so I've experienced, I've seen so much, you know, brutality and horror, and so you know, then this little things, small things becomes, you know, very valuable, you know, whether
Yes.
it's a smile, a friendly gesture, or whatever. I start to, you know, I was questioning a lot when I was a child. You know, why all this? Saying that. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you got cut up a little bit.
Oh, okay. It was my it was my AirPod. I thought it was the phone that was running out of battery.
Oh,
No, but
okay.
yeah. Yeah, you start appreciating small things, you know, when you're all you're seeing is brutality, and I was questioning, you know, human behavior, the behavior of the adults. You know, why are they treating kids like that? And like in my family, there was, you know, we were not loved equally. You know, me myself, I was neglected. You know, big time. You know, for myself, and so I was questioning all that. You know, why this happening? You know, why? So that is, yeah. So I start questioning human behavior very early. Seeing this, I come to appreciate small happy moments. You know, and I had luckily I met some good people too, and although my family at my mother's side was dysfunctional, you know, I had my grandmother at my father's side. She was very loving, caring, you know, always putting her children, her grandchildren first. You know, she was really sacrificing herself for the love and care of her family. You know, and that made me. I saw there was beauty in life too. So I stored all these moments in my. So when I meet hardship, you know, I would draw on from that to
Yes.
say, hey, there's a lot too in this world, you know, and
Yes.
and I'm grateful for having, you know, met good people too, you know, here and there, you know, in short, yeah. So I'm grateful for that. So it's I was grateful for everything as a child because I was not giving anything, so I was grateful for small things. And I don't know if
That's
that
like
answers your question.
Yeah, it's like you lost everything, right? And you know,
Yeah.
unfortunately, sometimes we have to lose everything to appreciate these small things. Hopefully, you
Exactly.
don't get to that point, but like you went
Yeah.
through, right?
Yeah.
But like, you know, like say like someone that had like a huge business and then lost everything all of a sudden, right? For
Mhm.
you know, or like
Yeah.
put like all his money in the market, and then like the next day there's nothing.
Mhm. Yeah,
And
yeah, exactly.
yeah, you're brought to your knees, and then you're like, okay, well, if I'm on my knee, how can I just put like, you know, maybe like put one foot on the ground to
Mhm.
start? Like, what's the next step? Like, you know, and be grateful for everything, right?
Exactly. Yeah, like I lost my family, and then I saw the whole humanity as my family. You know,
My dogs are
but
really happy that there's a rabbit right now. I should probably go on mute. They spot
hopefully I'm not
breakfast.
taking. Hopefully I'm not taking too much time here because I've been speaking here. No,
Man, there's no time. Remember?
No, Chi, I think what you've for definitely for me, and I think for most everybody here this morning, it's your present state that
Yeah.
has vibrated and resonated. And then to hear where you've come from. For what that does for me is it's just again that the evidence that love can conquer.
Definitely.
If there's enough of it, it will conquer.
Definitely. Yeah. Yes, that's what kept me surviving. You know, reminding myself
Yeah.
I had the story I heard about my father, and I knew my grandmother shortly.
Yeah.
And so small glimpse of hope and love, and you know, it meant a lot to me.
That's
So,
right.
yeah.
And we forget. I think just in our society altogether, we often forget that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just to remember that, and and the value of just small things.
Yeah.
So that's
Appreciation.
what you've done this morning for me.
Yeah, you help us to just do that.
Well, thank you for being good listener.
It's my pleasure.
Much love.
Mm-hmm.
Same to you.
Man, I'm shaking inside telling this story. It's all coming to the surface, but it's all good. It's yeah.
It's
I'm
good.
cleansing myself. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good.
Maybe I should let somebody else. Yeah.
If they want to speak, they can.
I hope I haven't spoiled anything.
No, you haven't. You really,
Mhm.
really have not. You've
There's
added.
no agenda. There's no agenda in these calls.
Thank you. You guys
It's
are
all
awesome.
about love and understanding,
Right.
feeling each other's love.
Yeah, it's not been easy to open up, when you're, yeah, people are prejudging and, yeah,
No judgment here.
And it's so good to hear someone like you, that's past like that victim consciousness,
Mm.
right? Because like I hear like my friends, oh, my girlfriend, she's still doing this to me, and and I'm like, oh
Mhm.
my God, you haven't heard anything, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
and that's what you did to me this morning. It's like if I have a little challenge or whatever, I'm like, oh my God, that's not a challenge. What is it?
Yeah, my life has been full of challenges,
Mm.
but I haven't never had any choice, but since I was very small, I had to take care of myself early, so it was always, jumping in with both feet, and without knowing, like when I had to learn swimming, I just jumped into deep water, and in the beginning, swallowed a lot of water, and then that's how whole my life has been, just jumping in, but I had nobody to guide me, protect me, and so
Yeah.
I just did it, and then yeah, got hurt a lot of times and doing some stupid things too, and but it's all a learning process, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
just by doing it, yeah, just
Yeah, but it's the best way to learn, right? So it's like
yeah.
if an animal always, catch the fish for his
Mhm.
little one, well, the little one never gonna learn how to fish,
Yeah,
right?
I learned
I
early
mean, we all
Mm.
losing our father, like one way or the other. Some people was
Right,
like much younger,
right,
like you said, but we all gonna lose them,
right.
right? And it's like, and I mentioned these calls, like my dad was my crutch,
Mm-hmm.
because every time I had a little challenge or that I had something to talk about, I just ring him, and then like he was always there for me. So he was always offering me a fish.
Mm-hmm.
But it's when I went to the open, and then like I had to learn how to do it. Now I'm like, oh, I'm realizing, oh, it's not that bad, like to build your basement. Oh, it's not that bad to do this. It's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But I had no realization that I could do it. because I always
Right.
had people that does it for me.
Mhm.
But you realize that at like really early age. Like I could say like, oh, you're lucky. You know what I mean? Like you learn that like very early.
Yeah, I learned to put fear aside and just keep survive. You know, to do whatever it takes to survive.
Yeah.
And,
That's
But
huge.
that was
but
out of
someone will
necessity.
say, wow, like what a story. Poor you, poor this, poor that. Right?
No,
Like, you know? And then like if I say that to you, if you
Mhm.
would have said like your story and like almost like crying, this happened to me, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it happens to you. And then like I'm engulfed in your story, and then I'm like, you know, I'm attached. I'm
Mhm.
really attached, and then like, you know, I hear it, and then like, story happened to you, right? But like, you know, if I keep you in that victim consciousness, because same thing as my friend when he's telling me whatever happened, I'm like, I just hear him, yes, but I'm not gonna add something to make the story bigger and be like, oh, yeah, like she shouldn't done that to you, blah 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 blah, right?
Mhm.
Because now I'm
But
just reinforcing his story, and then like, what he's gonna do? He's just gonna stay in that story,
Mhm.
right? So I'm trying, even with being a friend, like to break out of that story.
Mhm.
But you got to be gentle, right? You got to be gentle because you
Right.
got to know like where that person is,
Right.
right? If I say, oh, she was right, well, that's not a good way either, right?
Mhm.
Right. So
But looking back, love and gratitude is very, you know,
yeah,
crucial. Yeah. So
What we are made
yeah, I
of.
think that was what kept me alive. It was my loving, you know, the memory of my father, of my grandmother, and uh, some other people, and then being grateful for each moment and for everything, you know, that life has brought me. I think that's what kept me to, yeah, now today have my own family,
Yeah.
because I could have ended, you know, up being a criminal, you know, ending up in jail or,
That's
you know,
right.
yeah,
gang,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's exactly it. And that's why your story is so remarkable. And that's why I was so interested in your capacity for gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing else. You know, we have to be grateful for this life.
Yeah, you helped me experience gratitude.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it. Yeah. Yes, yeah, great. Good to hear. Pascal.
Mhm.
How old are you, Pascal?
I'm 41.
Great. You have family?
Yeah, just had a little one. He's
Yeah.
6 months old now.
Wonderful. Wow.
Yeah.
And he's
What's his name?
delightful.
Yeah. What is his name?
Kai.
Kai. Wow.
Kai. Yeah,
Yeah.
my wife picked the name. It's an Hawaiian name, means the
Hawaiian.
ocean.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a Pisces, hey,
Yeah,
Pascal?
he's a water sign. Yeah,
Wow.
he's a water sign. And she didn't know that.
Wow.
Mhm.
You know, that
I'm
was the
very,
first name she came with. And then like I had a little bit of resistance to it until I learned the meaning of it.
Yes. It's funny when some people pronounce my name Kai too. You know?
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Some people they pronounce it Kai.
Mm.
But, yeah, funny.
There you go.
I'm very, very sad, but I have to go. Thank you so much for this morning, everybody. Have a
Thank
good
you.
Bye,
day.
Allison.
Look forward to
Thank
seeing
you
you.
for your wisdom and your question that make me question myself.
Thank you.
Big love,
Bye-bye,
Allison.
Craig. Yeah,
Take care.
bye. Bye, Jess.
Bye, Allison. Well, guys, I'll let us off the hook here, unless someone would like to stay behind.
It's
Well, I
been
gotta, yeah. Go ahead.
it's been an informative day and lots of love felt. So I'll be joining the rest of them, logging off too.
Wonderful.
All have a blessed
They'll-
day.
Thank you. There'll be another day.
Yeah,
All
you
right,
too.
guys.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Exactly.
Take care,
That's
everybody.
why they made tomorrow, right?
Right.
Yep.
Bye. all.
Bye.
Okay, love and hugs,
Okay.
everyone.
Bye.